You know what does make me feel better? Coconut smells. Now it smells like coconuts and gas in here. Oh, I wish I knew how to rebuild the carburetor correctly. I'll learn. Maybe someday. Welcome, everyone. If you're here for a good old-fashioned proper Quadrajet rebuild, you need to turn around because this is not it. This is quite the opposite. I did a bunch of research. I started tearing apart the carb, and then it didn't go so well. My marbles, they're all gone. They're under the refrigerator. They're in the vents. They're gone. I'm done looking for them. Ruined it. Ruined it. So that's what you guys are gonna watch for the next few minutes, and then you're gonna see me get a little bit flustered. So instead, I just hop in the truck with its janky car, and I go for a drive because it works well enough. You know, people get so caught up in perfection with Instagram and TikTok and Face Space and My Book and all the other crap, you know. You forget that perfect isn't a real thing, you know. A build is never done, and in this case, a build is not even close. Not even close. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, you know, watching the rest of my video, hopefully. I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining enough, you know. Oh, by the way, the blinkers don't work either, so. Okay, this might look a lot like I'm about to do a series of reviews for different fall-themed Yankee candles, but I'm not. Instead, rebuilding a Quadrajet by the book, doing it right this time. This is where it gets challenging because all these little bits and pieces, that's a pile of broken screws, all these little bits and pieces and different things that go on and inside this carb, you know, this is where I have to test my memory, which if you know anything about me, it's awful. So I'm excited though. I think it's gonna be good. These screws, I'm going to have to drill and tap and make sure that these are all good to go again. Apparently that happens pretty regularly. Those little screws break. One of the guys I was talking to that rebuilds Quadrajets as a side business, he says, I buy those little screws and I buy them by the hundreds because apparently every single one snaps pretty much, which not all these ones broke, but I'm sure on the way back in they might. So I'm excited. This is definitely a big challenge for me, and I'm ready. Alright, so here's the deal. We're moving out to the garage because I'm about to make a bunch of metal shavings. I don't want to do that in the house at the kitchen table. So we're out here now because I'm about to drill and tap a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make a bunch of metal shavings because I snapped a couple screws in these throttle plates. The screws are so small they get frozen in there for a while. I've got 4 of those to drill out, and then I have to drill out one of the base plate modifications that you want to make. That's like one of the most highly recommended modifications, especially in this book, is the primary throttle shaft bushings. What happens is these openings right there, they get worn down, they get a little bit loose, and that is where a lot of vacuum leaks can come from, and is part of the reason that so many people think Quadrajets are impossible to tune. So I'm gonna drill out for those and replace them with these bronze shafts because you know, it makes them good. They're all good to go. And then obviously I have some other different idle channels and idle and then I have some other stuff to drill, some main air bleeds, some idle air bleeds, and just kind of some of the other secondary stuff. So I'm going to drill these out really quick, and then I'm going to start, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of metal shavings. I just heard a creature. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to get to running the drill on these bad boys and see what happens. So I completely f***ed that up. So here's the deal. I completely destroyed that base plate. That base plate's toast. I only have one more. It's on the truck. But you know what? The truck is running. The truck drives. And I think I get a little too carried away in everything being perfect, and then I don't enjoy my vehicles. You know what I mean? And by perfect, I mean at least closer to what I want them to be. I don't know. None of my stuff is perfect, or even close right now, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go for a drive real quick and you know, enjoy my vehicles, and maybe it'll make me feel better. It may only drive on the primaries right now, but it means I'm getting good fuel economy. So, yeah, take that, you know? This truck is so cool. I feel like I'm sitting 6 feet off the ground though. I pretty much am, actually. No blinkers either. I don't care though, because this is making me feel good. I feel good. I like driving this truck. I like the sound of the big block. You know, I just need to take my time, do it right. It died just to the right. That was a disaster. Checked the oil. It was a little low. So I put some oil in it and spilled. It cooked onto the cast iron manifold. Cleaned some of it up. So then I just free poured it and it went perfect. I don't know why. I just overthought it and I tried to get the right angle and then I just dumped it down the side of the engine. So onward and upward. I would like to have a tack in this thing, and I like the idea of a factory tack, but those clusters are expensive. Ooh. Smells like gas in here. Probably because we're sitting on the gas tank. Well, this has been a good cruise, but I gotta turn around and head back to the house because I'm selling a vehicle that nobody cares about. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this video was a little lame. I'm trying to stay on schedule, and obviously they'll be better. They will be better, I promise that. I swear to you. Alright. Left. I gotta find a spot to turn around. Alright, guys. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and the content will get better, I swear to it. Oh, I wish I knew how to rebuild the carburetor correctly.